Parshas Sisa. This week's Parsha describes, among other things, the giving of the tablets of the Luchos to Moshe Rabbeinu, to Moses as he goes up to Har Sinai, to Mount Sinai. He gets the Luchos, and then the Almighty advises him that the people have strayed, and that they've built a molten calf, and that they've offered sacrifices to it, and that they are apparently serving Avodah Zarah. They're serving an idol, a false god. Incredible. Now, how exactly this comes about and what exactly they're doing, what their motivations are all not only legitimate issues, they are the issues of the day, and they're issues that we will postpone for another time. I'd like to focus on what appears to be almost a digression from the story with what appears to be unnecessary detail about a private discussion between Moshe and Yoshua about what they were perceiving as Moshe joined Yoshua, and then they go down the rest of the mountain to bring the tablets to the Bnei Yisrael. So the verse, this is Perek Lamed Beis, Pasuk Zayin, that's 32:17. The verse reads as follows: Vayishma Yehoshua es kol ha'am Prero, that Yoshua heard the sound of the people in its uproar. There are many different opinions about what Prero means. Not essential to what we're talking about now. It could mean along the lines of a teruah, which would be an uproar, or it could be in its acting badly, like from the word ra. But however it is, Moshe makes the following comment. Yoshua makes the following comment to Moshe. Vayomer el Moshe, kol milchama b'machaneh. There's a sound of war in the camp. Okay, how does Moshe respond? Now, keep in mind, Moshe is sent by God, directed, ordered by God to go down the mountain because the people have corrupted their service of Hashem, and now they're worshiping Avodah Zarah. Take care of business, Moshe is saying. And Moshe has already pleaded for forgiveness for the people. He's fully aware of what's going on because God told him. Moshe responds, or let's just read the verse without characterizing it as a response. Let's see what it is. Vayomer, this is Yudches 18. Vayomer, ein kol anos gevura. This is not the cries of victory in battle, of strength. The ein kol anos chalusha, and it's not the sounds of weakness or of defeat in battle. Kol anos anochi shamea. The sound of, we're going to call it for now, shouting, I hear. So first of all, it said, the verse says Vayomer, and he said. Is this Moshe responding to Yoshua, or perhaps is it Yoshua walking his assumption back? He hears a sound, a loud sound, and he says it's the voice of battle. Rabbeinu, Avraham, and HaRambam, and others cite that there are two possibilities, because Vayomer is, he said, it's an unattributed pronoun, but there are those who say from the next verse, which is Vayhi ka'asher korav el ha'machaneh vayar seigel m'cholos vayichar af Moshe. As they got closer, Moshe got angry. So the majority opinion, it appears, is that this is Moshe responding to Yoshua. And Moshe says, wait a second. This is not the voice of battle. I don't hear the voice of victory. You would hear, woo woo, or you would hear a cry of defeat. Let's get out of here. I'm hurt. I'm wounded. It would be more of a shout of pain, as Rashi says. It's neither the sound of victors claiming victory, and it's not, or reveling in their victory, and it's not people who are shouting or attempting to flee. So what is it? Kol anos. It's the sound of, what is anos? Anos. So sometimes it means the raising of voice. The Radak, Ibn Ezra frequently throughout Tanakh say anu va'amru. They raised their voice and they proclaimed. It's a proclamation. Others say that Rashi says kol cherufin v'gidufin. It's the sound, the voices of blasphemy, of unwarranted criticism. Cheref v'giduf usually means criticism of things that are holy. And Rashi continues, Hama'anim es nefesh shom'on, shene'morin lo. So it sounds that these cause pain to the person who hears them. That's why it's called anos. Others say that it's referring to rejoicing, shir. This is the Ibn Ezra or Onkelos says machaychen, which means laughter or rejoicing. The Targum Yerushalmi says it's the sound of avodah zarah, of people serving false gods. Okay, so as we know, Hashem has already informed Moshe that the egel is taking place. So he knows what's going on. He knows that the Jews have built the golden calf. Why this discussion? And why is it recorded in the Torah? Can you imagine? Moshe Rabbeinu is carrying the luchos. He's been told, I don't know if it's mission aborted, but it's certainly mission Houston. We have a problem here. And he goes down, and now they're talking about, well, what sound is it that we hear? The Medrash observes about this, that Moshe Rabbeinu says, what this person is supposed to be leading the children of Israel after I'm gone, and he can't distinguish the sound. What's the Torah telling us here? This is Moshe Rabbeinu between the time that he got the luchos and he's advised that the people have gone off the path, and he's about to impose severe punishment on those who served the golden calf, approximately 3,000. They'll be killed by their fellow travelers, their fellow citizens. Why this discussion? It appears that Moshe Rabbeinu is not only the Eved Hashem, the servant of God, who argues with God on behalf of the Bnei Yisrael. He's their advocate. He says, and he tells God very forcefully, he says, if you destroy them, I'm out. I'm out. Erase me from your book, which is why, according to some, Moshe Rabbeinu's name is not mentioned in last week's Parsha, Parshas Cited, which is the last in the cycle since Sisa, since Moshe Rabbeinu was born, in which it's the only parsha in which Moshe's name does not appear. And apparently it has to do with this notion of Moshe saying, you can take me out of your book. If you take them out of the book, you take me out of the book. Very strong words from the ultimate advocate. Moshe Rabbeinu is not only an advocate, he's a teacher. He's not only a teacher of Klal Yisrael, he's a teacher of Yoshua. And he's not just a teacher of Torah to Yoshua, but he's a teacher of leadership to Yoshua. And he's telling Yoshua, you as a leader of Klal Yisrael have to understand what the people are saying, even when they don't give words to their voice. All you hear is the murmuring. All you hear is the shouting. It may be cry. It may be laughter. It may be song. It may be cherufin v'gidufin. It may be blasphemous. But as a leader, you can't make assumptions. You can't just hear sound and say, oh, well, they've been involved in battle before, and that's the sound that I'm used to hearing, so that's what it is. Can't make assumptions. You have to figure out, you have to listen carefully to what the people are saying. It doesn't mean the people are right. Here, the people clearly were not right. But a leader must be able to discern what the people are saying and to react appropriately. Moshe Rabbeinu keeps us calm, keeps us cool. He doesn't a few psukim later where he actually shatters the luchos, the tablets. But in this case, he remembers, he's mindful that he's not only a political leader, but he's a teacher of leadership. And this is something that if somebody's a parent, if somebody is a leader in an organization, not only do we have to take care of immediate business, but we also have to keep in mind succession, continuity. We have to be able to explain to the next generation, how do you cope under troubling circumstances when not all is calm? And that is part of the focus of a leader. Have a good Shabbos.